Of course, the aftermath of yesterday's unrest has many questioning how things got so quickly out of hand and why protesters weren't stopped sooner.
It led to the chief of the U.S. Capitol Police resigning his post today amid speculation that he was woefully unprepared for what he should have seen coming. KRDO News Channel 13's Chase Golightly joins us live in our newsroom to tell us what lessons are already being taken away from the pandemonium. Chase?
Bart, Heather, there were ample red flags that yesterday's protests at the nation's capital could turn violent. Today, I spoke with an expert in these kind of riots who gave us a blow-by-blow of just what went wrong.
You would never expect to see this happen at our nation's capital. Police overrun by rioters forcing their way inside, far outnumbering the officers guarding the doors. Jennifer Ho, a professor with CU Boulder, says that was just one of several factors that led to this chaotic scene, a severe lack of preparation.
There was a clear lack of planning and a clear lack of coordination among federal, congressional, and local city forces.
She points out multiple flaws in the police response, all of which led to a perfect storm of chaos.
The fact that they didn't have police in riot gear, the fact that they didn't have the National Guard called out, the fact that they didn't ask the mayor of DC for extra support, that they didn't have double barricades up and that the barricades were low.
And the vast difference between yesterday's response and the ones we've seen to civil rights protests in the past year, also not lost on this professor.
Black Lives Matter protests were met with force, particularly in Washington, D.C., versus the lack of planning and the anticipation of the need for force that we saw yesterday.
So why were the plans so different? Ho thinks those in charge never thought things would get out of hand.
Maybe the police didn't take this seriously as a threat and they underestimated the crowd size, and they underestimated certainly how violent this crowd was going to get.
Now, new security measures are already being put in place, like this new fencing added just today to the Capitol perimeter.
And guys, the professor tells me there will likely be many more security changes made in Washington before it's all said and done. Reporting live in our newsroom, Chase Golightly, KRDO News Channel 13.